Hello friends, welcome back to my channel IT Parivar. So guys, today I'm going to show you how to set up or how to deploy a new domain controller on Windows Server 2022. Okay, so I'll show you step by step each and everything. But before going ahead, I want to request you, if you are a new user from my channel IT Parivar, just to support me, just to motivate me, please subscribe and click on the bell icon so that whenever I'll upload the new videos, you will get the notification. Let's start now. Let me jump on my Windows Server 2022. So this is my Windows Server 2022. You can see here Microsoft Windows Server 2022 standard. Okay, so just I want to let you know here, before going to install any Active Directory services or DNS role, just make sure the host name and Ethernet IP configured, okay, properly, because we are going to deploy Active Directory services, install Active Directory services role, and make this server as a domain controller, right? So make sure IP is configured, that, and the IP should be configured manually as per the MS recommendation, okay, because once this domain controller will be ready, you will use this as a DNS server, primary or secondary. Okay, so make sure for the domain controllers static IP is configured. Okay, as you know, to deploy the domain controller, we have to install the Active Directory services role, right? Then we have to promote the server as a domain controller, as a DC. Okay, so what we need to do here, this is server manager, and we need to click on the manage and then add roles and features wizard. Okay, now need to click on next. Again, here you can see role based or feature based installation, remote desktop service installation. So we are going with this option, role based or feature based installation, because we are going to install on this server only, not on the any remote server. So going to click here on the next. You will see here the server name and the IP, right? So this is the local server name and IP. I mean this server name. Okay, so here in case of you also, here server name and IP will be visible. Okay, click on next, and here you can see Active Directory domain services. Okay, so we have to select the next second option. Let me show you again, this one, second option, and click on the add features. Okay, add features that are required for Active Directory domain services. Okay, so once we'll click here add features option, it will automatically add all those required features. Okay, so just click here on the add features and scroll down, yeah, and select this one also, DNS server, because DNS server is the DNS is the important for the domain controllers. It's playing important role, right? So just click again here add features, so that it will automatically add the required features. Okay, now click on next, and again click to next. Here Active Directory domain services, you can read these informations. Okay, just I'm going to click here next, and again click to next. Restart destination server automatically if required. Okay, if you select this option, this server will be restarted once the installation will be completed. Okay, so I'm not going to select this option for now, just I'm going to click here on install button. Okay, let's wait for a few minutes, because it will take few minutes, and you can monitor the all services or roles, whatever it's installing. Okay, Group policy management, DNS, remote server administration tool, add ADS and add LDS tool, Active Directory module. So all these features will be installed with this role. I mean, Active Directory domain services role and DNS role. Okay. So it's 41% completed, 43% completed. If you want, you can close this wizard also. You can see here, you can close this wizard without interrupting running task. View task progress on open this page again by clicking notification in the command bar and then task details. Okay, so if you want, you can close this also, but yes, I'm not going to close here because just we are here for the this role installation only, right? But yes, in case if you are doing any other task, or if you are performing any other task on the server, so you can minimize this or you can close this as well. And once you will reopen this wizard, okay, from the notification area, it will open this same window. Okay, so yeah, just wait. I think we need to wait for a few more minutes. Once this role will be deployed successfully, okay, we have to promote this server as a domain controller. Okay, so I will show you. It is about to complete. Yeah, so it's completed now. Okay, configuration required, installation succeeded on DC. Okay, on DC means on this server. Okay, on this one, on this server, I have named it as a DC. Okay, so you can see here there is a notification yellow flag, and we need to click here. You can see now post deployment configuration, configure Active Directory domain services at DC. Okay, so once the role will be installed, I was talking about this one only. So we need to promote this server to a domain controller. Okay, so here we need to click and now select the deployment operations, add domain controller to an existing domain. So here we are going to deploy a new domain controller in a new forest. Okay, there is no any existing domain controller. Okay, so I'll select this one, add new forest. Okay, specify the domain information for this operation, root domain name. Okay, so I am going to put here like itparivar dot LAN. Okay, and going to click next. So this will be the root domain name. So if you are going to deploy a new domain controller in new forest, we need to select this one, add a new forest. Okay, if you have to deploy a new domain controller or add a domain controller to an existing, then we have to select the first one that was on the above. Here you can see select function level of the new forest and root domain. Forest function level and domain function level both are 2016. As we are deploying this domain controller on the Windows Server 2022, so here you can see all the forest function levels are listed. So we are going to keep this the latest one 2016 as a forest function level and domain function level. Here specify domain controller capabilities like domain name, system DNS, and global GC. Okay, so we need to select both, right? Need to put here DSRM password. Okay, so I'm going to put this password, and this will be used when we need to, restore the directory services. Okay, so just enter here the DSRM password and keep with you for any mishappening in the future. Maybe if you have to if you have to restore the directory services, right? So this password will be used there. Okay, so just I am going to click here next. Now a delegation for this DNS server cannot be created because the authoritative parent zone cannot be found. So for now we can ignore this option. Okay, just click on next. Verify the net BIOS name assigned to the domain and change it if necessary. So by default it will take the net BIOS name here. That will be the part of the our domain name. So you can see here it's automatically took here itparivar. Okay, so if required you can change it, because as per this is as per your requirement. Okay, so I'm going to keep here same. By default it will be the part of net our domain name. Okay, so as we put the domain name as a itparivar.lan, so here the net BIOS name will be the itparivar. That will be in use for the legacy OS legacy machines. Okay, so I'm going to click next now. Yeah, specify the location of ADDS database, log file, and sysvol. Okay, so here we are going to keep all these things as default. Okay, C Windows NTDS, C Windows NTDS, and C Windows sysvol. Okay, just click next and click next. Okay, now here you can see prerequisites need to be validated before Active Directory domain services installed on this computer. So it's verifying the requirement or prerequisites for domain controller operations. Okay, so we need to wait here, and so just wait and watch. Because this is verifying the prerequisites. Okay, here you can see all prerequisites checks passed successfully. Click to install to begin installation. Okay, so we are good till now, and just need to click on install button. Okay, view detailed operation results. Here you can see all the operations will be visible over whatever will be in the process. Like Windows Server 2022 domain controllers have the default for the security settings name this. Okay, it will take some time, so just we need to wait. Yeah, a delegation for these terms cannot be created because the authoritative parent zone cannot be found. Yeah, so till now as we have not configured the DNS zones, so that's why we are getting this second of message, right? So in this way you can monitor here also like what's going on. Like here you can say creating directory partition, creating new domain users, setting LSA policy information. Okay, security machine software, Microsoft Windows. So all the process whatever will be running in the background to promote this server as a domain controller. here it's showing configuring the DNS service on this computer. Yeah, you can see you are about to be signed out, right? So this server will be restarted automatically. Okay, once we'll close this in few seconds, and in same way, yes, you can see server restarted. Your remote web service has ended. Yes, because I accessed this server as uh, with the RDP connection. Okay, now let me check if server is up, then we'll try to log in again. So what I'll do here, I'll ping this as the server IP was 10.10.11. So you can see the destination host unreachable means this server is in reboot process only. Request timed out. Once we'll get the the result, once the server will start to ping, we'll connect this again. Still it is not up. What we can do, we can press here 11-T, we can put -T, so you can see, yes, now reply from 10.10.10.11. So we are getting the reply from the server. That means server is in process to up. Okay, yeah, so it seems server is up now because we are getting the reply. Now what we'll do, let me connect again to this server. Okay, yes, now I'm going to put here the password of the administrator. Okay, so see, once the domain controller will be deployed, okay, so you need to use the domain name and the username. Okay, so our domain name is itparivar /administrator. Okay, and then we need to put the password. So once server will be deployed as a domain controller, we need to use the domain name and then user and password. Okay, yes, we will be able to log in now on the server. So you can see here at Parivar administrator. Let's verify. It is taking some time. Yeah. Let me open the server manager. As we installed the roles and promoted this server as a domain controller. Okay, so yeah, the server manager is loading here. Now let me click on the tools. Server manager is still loading, you can see. Yes, so now you can see we have Active Directory Administrative Center, Active Directory Active Directory Domain and Trust, Active Directory module for Windows PowerShell, Active Directory sites and services, Active Directory users and computers. So whatever the options should be available after promoting the server as a domain controller and a new forest, you can see here, or in a existing domain controller, you can see all these options are visual here. If we'll open this Active Directory users and computers, from here we can manage the users and computers, and we can create OUs group. Okay, so I will explain about this in my next video. But let's verify the now DNS. Okay, let me show you one more thing here. If we'll go here on the local server, okay, now you can see the domain is itparivar.lan, right? So this server is promoted now as a domain controller. So this is our, you can say, domain server. Now we'll verify the DNS. So you can see here, yeah, so DNS services is running all fine also. And in case of forward lookup zone, you can see itparivar.lan, and the default zone is msds itparivar.lan is both are created here, but the reverse lookup zone is not created, right? So what we can do, we can create the reverse lookup zone, primary reverse lookup zone next. And as we are going to create the zone on this server only, so we will create a primary zone on this. Next, select how you want to zone data replicated. Okay, so to all DNS service running on domain controllers in this domain itparivar.lan. Okay, just select next, and here network ID, right? So my domain controller IP is 10.10.10.11. okay, so here the network will be 10.10.10, and the last will be taken care by domain controller automatically, right? So here you can see reverse lookup zone or populated like 10.10.10.in-addr.arpa. so just click to next. In same way you have to mention here your network ID. Okay, next, allow only secure dynamic. We can keep this one, allow both non-secure and secure, because I think we are already using the firewall, or if you want you can go with this one also, just for the security reason. Okay, so click to next and finish. So see here, one reverse lookup zone also created, right? One for NS name server, that is dc.itparivar.lan. okay, so in this way you can create the reverse lookup zone. The forward lookup zone should be created automatically once the server will be deployed or promoted as a domain controller, right? So guys, I hope this video will be helpful for you, and in this way you can deploy a new domain controller in a forest on Windows Server 2022. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video, and I'll request you to please subscribe, share with your friends, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Thank you. Bye bye.